300 p.m. Welcome to Real Heroes Chronicles, where real stories of courage, sacrifice, and heroism are brought to life. If you're passionate about the untold stories of extraordinary men and women, subscribe now and be part of this growing community that honors real-world heroes. Today's story is one of grit, precision, and silent bravery. It's the story of a man who didn't wait for backup. He became the backup. Then is the story of Christian Craighead, the lone British Special Forces operator who walked into gunfire to save strangers. Low ambient tension music begins to swell. January 2019, Nairobi, Kenya. Behind the sunlit skyline of a bustling city, the streets were alive with the rhythm of commerce and daily life. In the Dusit D2 hotel complex, professionals moved between meetings. Tourists enjoyed coffee on patios, and staff moved with practiced grace. It was just another ordinary Tuesday afternoon. Until the unthinkable happened. FX, distant explosion, boom, screams, gunfire echoes faintly. At exactly 3:00 p.m., a series of coordinated explosions shattered the calm. Gunmen affiliated with Al-Shabaab stormed the premises, armed to the teeth, automatic rifles, grenades, explosive devices. They moved swiftly through the complex, shooting indiscriminately. Civilians ran in chaos. Some ducked behind tables. Others froze in fear. Smoke filled the air. Fire alarms blared. The marble corridors turned into war zones. SFX, sirens, distant screams, gunshots layered in background. The Kenyan police responded quickly, but this wasn't a typical criminal attack. It was urban warfare, and they were outgunned, outnumbered, and disoriented. As the minutes ticked by, the death toll rose. The world watched in horror as live coverage hit the news. But then, without warning or official orders, a lone figure stepped into the chaos, followed subtle rising heroic music. Christian Craighead, a British Special Forces operator, formerly of the Elite Special Air Service, SAS, a soldier shaped by years of classified operations, grueling training and combat across the globe. On a mission in Nairobi, Christian had been in the city for an unrelated task, joint training operations with Kenyan counterterrorism units. When the siege broke out, he wasn't ordered to respond. He chose to. Dressed in blue jeans, a plain t-shirt, and light tactical gear, he quickly geared up. A balaclava to mask his identity, an M4 carbine rifle, a sidearm, a few magazines, that's all. No body armor, no full team, no backup. But that didn't stop him. He stepped toward the hotel, while everyone else ran away. SFX, low heartbeat sound, slow tension build. Inside, the situation was rapidly deteriorating. Hostages were huddled in rooms, terrified. Wounded civilians lay bleeding in hallways. Terrorists had split into smaller units, making it nearly impossible to track them all. But Craighead knew how to fight in chaos. He moved room by room, using stealth and instinct. He listened for sounds, a whisper, a shuffle, a spent magazine hitting the floor. He engaged with surgical precision, identifying targets, neutralizing threats, and securing safe zones. But he wasn't just there to fight. He was there to save. He carried wounded civilians on his back. He shielded hostages with his own body. He provided directions to panicked responders. All the while, acting alone. SFX, rising inspirational background music. Over the next few hours, Christian Craighead would be responsible for helping over 200 people escape that deadly complex. Not a special ops team, not a rescue squad, just one man with a rifle and unshakable courage. And yet, even as bullets flew past, Craighead remained calm, as if he were operating in training drills. No panic, no hesitation, just purpose. SFX, music softens, solemn tone. But who was this man behind the mask? Christian had served for years in Britain's most elite military unit. His operations spanned continents, from counterterrorism raids to intelligence missions too secret for headlines. He had trained in hostage rescue, close-quarter combat, urban warfare, and civilian protection protocols. But what set him apart wasn't just his skill, It was his mindset, his moral compass, a belief that if someone was in danger, it was his duty, even if no one ordered him to act. Christian had served for years in Britain's most elite military unit. His operations spanned continents, from counterterrorism raids to intelligence missions too secret for headlines. He had trained in hostage rescue, close-quarter combat, urban warfare, and civilian protection protocols. But what set him apart wasn't just his skill, it was his mindset, his moral compass, a belief that if someone was in danger, it was his duty, even if no one ordered him to act. SFX, inspirational, soft music builds. As the dust began to settle, Christian was still working. By the time additional forces arrived, the hotel had been secured, thanks to the actions of a single man. Over 200 hostages were safely evacuated. But Christian didn't stick around for the praise. He quietly left, disappearing into the streets. A ghost once again. Just a soldier who did his job. SFX. Soft, calm, outro music fades in. Christian Craighead's actions that day serve as a testament to the power of one individual's courage. He didn't wait for orders. He didn't wait for help. He became the help. And in doing so, he saved countless lives. His story is a reminder of the quiet heroes who stand tall when the world falls apart. Heroes like Christian, whose actions speak louder than any recognition. Fade out music. Thank you for joining us today on Real Heroes Chronicles. If you were inspired by Christian's bravery, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more incredible stories of real-world heroes. Until next time, keep honoring the heroes around you.